3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Kathy Brennan here, helping you to look better, feel better, and do better. Well, this week we're talking about the habit of getting enough sleep. We all need to sleep. Are you getting enough? Our performance, how we feel, how alert we are and sharp we are will depend on how our body feels, and that depends on how much sleep you're getting. Everyone is different. How much is enough sleep for you? Well, let's first talk about what this habit means. What does it mean to make a habit of getting enough sleep? Well, it's prioritizing sleep so that you're getting the amount that your body needs. Your body is going to require, in order to feel good and perform well, it's going to require a certain number of hours of sleep per night. On average, people need between 7 and 9 hours of sleep. There's no, you don't win if you only need 6, and you're not a sloth if you need 9. Just, our bodies are just created differently. Some of us have brown hair, some have blonde hair, some have black hair. It doesn't matter. We just are created differently. So we just need that sleep. It also has to do with stress. Like, the more stress you're under, the more sleep you need. If you've really done something like run a marathon, you're going to need more sleep, right? If you're pregnant, you might need more sleep. If you're a teenager and you're growing, you might need more sleep. So prioritizing sleep. So your body, whatever that is, it gets the amount it needs. So it's about being intentional. Often we let our sleep we just think it's an afterthought. We'll just sleep when we don't have anything else to do. Instead of seeing sleep as something that you want to take care of and you want to get a certain good number of hours. So sometimes we just say, oh, when I'm done with ABC during today, then I'll go to sleep. So you don't even think about whether it's a good time to go to bed. You're just letting these tasks of the day determine your sleep. Other times, you never catch up. So I know I have felt this way. You just never catch up. So you just go and go and go until you are so exhausted you just fall into bed. Or it's this whole, when you're not intentional, it can be you go to bed whenever you want to. Like after you're done binging on Netflix. You don't intentionally set a bedtime for yourself, knowing what time you are going to get up so that you can get the right number of hours of sleep. Or you just go to bed and sleep for however long you want without realizing that you need that 7 to 9 hours. And then after that, you don't get extra credit for doing 12. And you might be able to actually wake up and feel rested and be able to get something else in before work, like a exercise or some quiet time or just reading, because you really could get up earlier. So it depends on being intentional about your sleep, not just letting it be random. Well, why is this such a good habit? Well, sleep is a precious resource, and there is more and more research coming out on this about how important sleep is. We were created to need sleep. It has been found, if you're getting an adequate amount of sleep night after night, to reduce your stress. It's also shown to allow you to manage your weight better. When you're getting regular sleep and the right amount, it will help your body get into a place where it's at a healthy weight. Getting enough sleep also improves your mood. Oh gosh, we can probably all think about a time back in the day in junior high or grade school, and you stayed up all night and then you were just a bear because you were so grouchy because you were so tired. So our mood and our mental health has to do with how much sleep we're getting. It can boost your immune system so you'll get sick less often if you get a regular night's sleep. And it just allows your mind to think more clearly. When you are rested, you can problem solve better, you can handle stress better, you can move through your day better. Now, When I talk about taking care of your body, you might think of diet and exercise. And that clearly those are important things. But I want to tell you that sleep is equally important. It's just as important. If you, for example, if I have a night that I can't get to sleep, I will not get up when my alarm goes off to go swimming because I know I need that sleep. And I can figure out another time during the day after work or something to do my exercise. But that sleep is so precious. And I'm not a napper. Some of you are really good nappers, and I wish I was. I think that's a very also healthy habit. But it's got to be when I'm in my jammies and I can get sleep. So it is just as important. So you might even have trouble holding to your diet, or you might have trouble starting an exercise routine. Why don't you start with getting enough sleep? Start with that as a habit. Make sure you're getting the right amount and good sleep every night. Then start your exercise routine and see if it doesn't go better because your body's already rested. So how are you going to form this habit? Well, like I talked about earlier, prioritize it. Talk about it with the people you live with. Listen to what their sleep needs are and what their best practices are. And respect each other's sleep habits. Some people might want to go to bed at 9 and others not till 11. Well, the 11 p.m.ers have to make sure it's quiet for those 9 p.m.ers because that's when it's best for their body. And then those early risers need to be quiet for those that are going to sleep in a little bit. So just respect each other's sleep habits and talk about them and make it a priority in your home. The second example I have, or sleep hack, is to eliminate the lights in your bedroom. And I don't mean the lights coming in from outside, although that's a good place to start, get room darkening shades. But all those other little lights on your cell phone, on the VCR, on the TV, on the soundbar, on your laptop, that's charging your cell phone, on the cell phone, get rid of those lights. Those are just disruptive to our sleep, and it makes it so we can't have as good of deep sleep. Another one, very easy, number 3, turn down the temperature in your bedroom. If we naturally sleep better when it's cooler, and just play around with it, try 4 or 5 days going down a couple degrees and see if that isn't a better way to sleep. It's just been shown that if you have a cooler room. The fourth one is for those of you who are tempted to look at your cell phone when you get up at night, and I think many, many people do, you gotta put that cell phone in another room. Put a barrier between you and that phone, so if you get up to go to the restroom, or if you just wake up a little bit and roll over, you aren't tempted to grab that cell phone and look at, I don't know what you'd look at, emails or texts or social media or whatever. Don't do that. Put that cell phone in another room. That's real disruptive to your sleep. Another hack is don't ever work in bed. Don't sit with your laptop leaning up against the wall or your headboard and pillows and just do a few work emails. You're mixing up your sleep space with your workspace. Don't do that. Keep those absolutely separate. There's nothing that should be together in those two worlds. And number 6, just have a regular bedtime routine. It's been said you should go to bed at roughly the same time every night and wake up at roughly the same time every morning. So within a half hour or so, get into a very good sleep routine. And I'll just add to that, if you can add 30 minutes before you go to sleep of just settling down, maybe having a easy conversation with somebody, listening to some music, just vegging out in kind of a dim room, that will really help prepare your body, just settling down to get to sleep. This is a very good habit, and it will lead to a good life. And I tell you, it is easier to form this habit than to live with the bad habit of not getting enough sleep. So make a habit of getting enough sleep. Be well, my friends. Bye-bye.